Accelerationism. This is the idea that to save society, we need to destroy it first. Accelerationists believe capitalism is so messed up that we should speed it up until it collapses. Think like inequality, AI taking over jobs, and climate change. All in the hope that something better arises from the ashes. There are two sides. Left accelerationists wants to push capitalism to its limits so we can build a socialist utopia. They are like, let's make robots do all the work and share the wealth. Like fully automated luxury communism. Meanwhile, right accelerationists are like, let's make everything worse so we can live in a cyberpunk dystopia. They all want chaos to create a new world order. But what happens if we accelerate too fast and there's nothing left to rebuild? Well, it doesn't end well. Some say that accelerationism is just an excuse for nihilism, but its followers argue it's the only way to break free from a broken system. Posadism. This is an ideology named after Argentine Marxist J. Posadas. This ideology combines communism with a deep love for aliens. Posadists believe that extraterrestrials are out there, watching us, and that they will only make contact once we achieve global communism. But wait, it gets even crazier. Posadists also think nuclear war is a good thing, because it will destroy capitalism and force humanity to unite. They are like, let's nuke the planet, rebuild as communists, and party with aliens. So Posadism is basically communism plus aliens plus nukes. Esoteric fascism. Imagine if Hitler and a medieval wizard had a baby. This ideology mixes fascism with occult mysticism, ancient myths, and a sprinkle of we're the superior race because magic. Esoteric fascists believe in a mythical, Hyperborean past where their people were godlike beings. They think modernity has corrupted the world, and only by returning to this magical, racially pure utopia can society really be saved. It's like Lord of the Rings with more racism. Key figures like Julius Evola inspired this ideology, and it's still lurking in the shadows today. Evola believed in a spiritual aristocracy and rejected democracy, modernity, and equality. It's like fascism for people who think Mein Kampf needed more astrology. Hive mind collectivism. Have you ever wanted to lose your individuality and become a part of a hive mind? Well, then hive mind collectivism is just for you. This ideology imagines a world where everyone's thoughts and actions are controlled by a single collective consciousness. No more arguments, no more free will, just perfect harmony. For some, it's the ultimate utopia. Imagine never having to make a decision again, because the hive mind does it for you. But the big question is, who controls the hive mind? Is it a benevolent AI? A group of elites? Some say that hive minds erase individuality and creativity, but supporters say it's the only way to achieve true unity. Illegalism. This is the ideology for people who think laws are just suggestions. Illegalists believe that morality and legality are tools of the ruling class, and the only way to truly be free is to reject them entirely. Bank robbers, hackers, and anarchists who live by the motto, if it's illegal, it's probably fun. Famous illegalists like Jules Bonnet and his gang turned crime into a political statement, robbing banks and stealing cars in the name of anarchism. Illegalism often leads to chaos and violence, and it's hard to build a society where everyone's breaking the rules. It's like living in GTA, but you don't respawn. Corporate buddhism. This is the ideology for people who want to mediate their way to the top. Corporate Buddhists believe that mindfulness and spirituality can be used to maximize productivity and profits, like a CEO who meditates before laying off employees. It's like Buddhism but with a stock portfolio. Corporate Buddhism takes ancient spiritual practices and twists them into tools for capitalism, turning enlightenment into a quarterly goal. Supporters argue it's the perfect way to balance work and inner peace. Either way, it's definitely a sign of late-stage capitalism. Eco-fascism. The ideology for people who love nature but hate humanity. Eco-fascists believe that the planet is being destroyed by overpopulation, and the only solution is drastic action, like forced sterilization, mass culling, and authoritarian control, all in the name of saving the environment. They basically want to cause a genocide to save the planet. Khanism. The ideology for people who think Genghis Khan was onto something. Khanists believe in a return to a nomadic warrior-based society where strength and conquest are the ultimate virtues. Horseback riding, empire building, and a might makes right mentality. Khanists often romanticize the Mongol Empire, ignoring its brutal aspects, and dream of a world where leaders are chosen by their ability to dominate. While Khanism is mostly a fringe ideology, it's a fascinating example of how people can idealize the past to justify their vision of the future.